What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV, and I got a revelation to make to y'all, man. Man, today I finally decided that I'm not gonna let things I have no control over affect the outcome of my day or affect my whole spirit for the day, y'all. Um, last week, man, it was a rough work week for me, right? Had a lot of things going on. Not a lot, small things going on personally, but like it was a lot of things going on, and then on the work week just made it all just pile on me, right? And I'm talking about my mood was just affected for days at a time. Just a mood was affected like crazy, and from things being said by manager, like just all different, whole lot of different type of stuff, like just in the work I had to do, how stress, how like I guess how time consuming, how draining it was at the time, and I was just letting that carry over into my spirit for the day, and I can't do that no more, right? In life, man, I'm gonna lead like I'm gonna do what I gotta do, handle my responsibilities, and back away from it, right? Regardless of whatever situation it is, whether it's a job, whether it's friendships, whether it's a woman, whatever. I cannot let those things. If I don't have no control over it, I can't let it just ruin my day and affect my day. I cannot, because at that point you become a. That's when I talk about becoming a slave to things. You become a slave to things, right? And like one little thing that happens, it'll just ruin all your spirit. I can't afford that. I can't be the best father I could be if I'm letting every single thing affect me. Because after my mood is all messed up, my mood is messed up with my kids, right? I don't want to take them outside. I don't want to let them go play. I don't want to take them to the store like I said I was going to do the day before that. I don't want to take them to the park like I said I was going to do. I don't want to laugh and play with them the way I wanted to do, so on and so forth. And it just doesn't do well on my spirit. You know what I mean? And so I can't let things I have no control over just take me there. Because at the end of the day, life goes on. Like, and that little situation that frustrates me is not more important than my family, than my mental health, than my mental stability, than my than my strong relationships and strong ties that I have with good people. It's not worth it, right? Whatever it is, even if it's a person who is like I ain't got no control over what this person says or does or responds to me with certain things. If we ain't got the same game plan, why coexist? You know what I'm saying? Like listen, I can't if it's not serving me, I can't be stuck on it or stuck in it. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. I can't, things that I can't control, whatever. I gotta go on and have a positive spirit for the rest of the day. I gotta have a positive spirit, man. If I don't have that positive spirit, I think it'll affect my whole day for real. Like I promise you, towards the end of the work week last week, I was like, man, no, not towards the end, the very last day. I'm completing my last thing I had to do. And I put on my music. First, I said a prayer. Put on my music. I'm talking about like put on my music and was just like trying to rest my mind, relax my mind, cool myself down. And it felt good, man. I finished that last thing and I felt like I was on a high, right? Because at that point I gave it to God and I was like, hey, it is what it is. Make sure I put my best foot forward in anything I'm doing. I'm gonna give it to God and it's gonna work the way it's supposed to work. But I'm not gonna let certain things I have no control over just affect my whole day and just shake and rattle me to my core to where I cannot be effective in other parts of my life. Like for real, like I promise y'all, it was things I had to do for my dad. And I remember I had such a rough day. I ain't even called him because I knew I had to do something for him. And I had time to do it, but my dad had been wanting it to get done. I ain't even called him. He ain't called me either. You know, he probably could hear that I had a rough day earlier when he called me, but you know, it shouldn't be like that. You know, I made a promise to my father, and I ended up doing it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I didn't do it and he couldn't get what he needed to get. But if, I say that to say, if I didn't let that, like, you know, if I didn't let the, you know, certain things I can control at work take over my spirit, I would have called him and did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And did that for him. And then, you know, everything would have been, and everything still was good. But I'm saying, like, you know, it affected that. So from this day forward, I can't let nothing I have no control over affect my whole spirit for the day. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. I'm not gonna let. I feel like, listen, anything I got going on, I know what type of person I am. Not saying I'm 100% perfect, but I know I'm always well intentioned. I'm a God fearing man. I put my family first, put my people first. You know, I try to be the best friend that I can be, and I try to put good into the atmosphere. Right? Put good into the atmosphere, not in hopes that it good come back to me, and I hope it does, but just because it's the right thing to do. And with me being like that, man, and me being a prayerful person, everything will work itself out. Can I stress? I can't let it work me up so bad. Like I told y'all, man, a couple of years ago, what was it? I was stressing so bad from a lot of things. I started having a little alopecia at one point, losing hair because I'm just like, oh my God. And my hair has since grown back. But for the like majority, for the most part, got an email come through, but yeah, like a little, like, you know, for the most part, my hair has really grown back for sure. But like, yeah, I was going through a lot of like stressing beyond measure. Couldn't, like, I'm talking about, like, couldn't function outside of my workday, going to sleep, thinking about work, thinking about all the things I got to do. And it's just on my mind, weighing on me heavily. And I've developed a mindset where I'm going to do what I got to do and then do what I can. And if I can't do it, I ain't going to beat myself up about it. As long as I handle my responsibility, what I'm supposed to do, it's done. I'm going to pray, give it to God. It is what it is. But I can't let it just have effect over my day to where I'm just in like the worst spirit ever. Because, you know, I'm a pretty jovial person. I smile a whole lot. Some of you may can tell, maybe you can't. But I smile a whole lot. I'm really, you know, positive in interactions that I have with people. And I always want to present my best self. At times for several reasons, right? But main reason is sometimes that energy is contagious, and I want the energy around me. So yeah, I can't be working myself up over stuff I have no control over anymore. That's done. And hopefully a lot of you all who watch my videos can take something from that and use that to go forward with whatever you need to do, right? And I hope it helps. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.